Right, I'm with Ben and Matt from Swindon St George Rugby League sides, both the first and the seconds. And first of all, gentlemen, good to catch up with you again. We'll start with you, Ben. No game last week, but the week prior to that, you played Portsmouth in a game I believe you should have won, really.
I think we weren't good enough on the day to win, but we had the team which should have won quite comfortably, to be fair. I think they let themselves down with structure, which we set out to play, which we just didn't turn up and do on there. We let Portsmouth have a little bit too much room, and they're a good side and they punished us for it.
And they won the championship last year, I believe, and yet have been a bit inconsistent this year. From what I've seen of the video clips on Your Sport Swindon, a couple of mishandling errors. Otherwise, you closed the gap to 2 points. Should have really won it at the end.
Yeah, a couple of very harsh decisions went against us towards the back end, just as we got as noses in front and level. We did get level at one point. We were there and thereabouts, and unfortunately the referee missed a couple of things and they got back in front. But you know, we shouldn't have been in that position anyway. We should have been clear in front with the side that we had, and you know, we've all got ourselves to blame for it.
And after the game, a bit of an inquiry from you, I believe. 1 or 2 words said to the players?
Just ask, to be honest with you, I've been waiting for this sort of a result. We've got to have a bit of a wake-up call. You can't go around winning every game all season. It's just not going to happen. You're going to lose at one point. I prefer it to be in that sort of a game, so the boys can just learn from the mistakes they made and realise they do have to stick to what they're doing. They can't just turn up and expect to pick up 2 points. We've got to put the hard work in at training, and then going forward onto the game, we've got to be on at 100%, especially in such a tough league as we're in.
Yeah. Turning to you now, Matt. Again, your second team didn't have a game last week, so it was feet up, a bit of relaxing. But prior to that, the week before that, very tough one away at Forest Bulldogs. Positives to take from the game?
Very few, to be honest. Performance were lethargic, to describe at the best of times, but main positive was we kept him out for 20 minutes. It was 0-0 for a point during the game for 20 minutes. Other than that, very lethargic. Boys got told that, and looking for a response this weekend against Cheltenham.
Say, going into that game against Forest Bulldogs, your form, although you hadn't picked up a win, it was getting better and better each week, wasn't it?
Yeah, the effort was there before Forest. We were really building some team spirit, building some confidence, which is to come as a new side, but then kind of threw that out the window with quite laboured performance, if I'm honest. Quite lazy, lethargic, very argumentative with each other, so looking for a massive response this weekend.
And again, like with Matt, did you have to have a few words with him afterwards?
Yeah, we had honest words with each other. I was proud of the effort. You know, it's not easy travelling an hour and a half up to the Forest from Swindon. You know, they have give up the time to play, but at the same time, being realistic about the performance, it wasn't great at all.
Right, so on to this weekend then, Ben, and both teams are away. First of all, the first team, you're away at Southampton Spitfires. They've made it a reasonable start to the season, just behind you in the league, I believe, and but got a bit of a drubbing last week against Oxford.
Yeah, having spoken to both coaches about that result in Oxford, I think Southampton travelled a bit light. I don't think they've won away from home yet this season, but they've won both games at their place, so they're going to be stronger than what they showed last weekend. But then I'm hoping we're stronger as well. We've got a few players coming back, so I'm looking to taking a decent side down there. I don't have any real concerns about the squad at the moment, and hopefully we'll be able to come away with a decent result at the end of it.
Yeah, and as I say, I've had a look at the league table, and I believe you're still sitting at the top of the league.
Yeah, which is a nice place to be, especially halfway through the season as we are now. Hopefully we can keep this momentum going in. We've got a couple of big away games in this back turn now. We've got Southampton away this weekend, and then following that we've got a game against Oxford away, which is going to be extremely tough, sandwiched between Bath at home. I'm looking to get 3 wins out of the last 5. That should cement us up in top 2. I can't see us being caught from there with the position we're in at the moment, but it's all to play for, to be honest with you. I think about 4 or 5 teams are still in position to get into the top 2, so there's a lot to go.
Do you read much into the fact that you didn't have a game last week? You know, allowing the players obviously to have a rest, but it's good to keep momentum going at the same time.
Yeah, I don't like too many breaks throughout the season. I prefer to play back to back and get the momentum rolling, which is the form we were sort of in before. But I think the week's come at the right time. I think we're halfway through the season, a week break, just to get some freshness in the legs, get a couple of players back from injury, So we're all looking quite well now, I'd say. So we had a few players down at trials for the West of England on Sunday. So
How did that go?
very well. A few new lads came in. Paul Bolger went down, Connor and Jack Baines as well. And they all trialled really well. Hopefully we'll see big things from them at end of season in the representative squad.
Fantastic. And just turning to you again, Matt, you're away at not Oxford, you're at Cheltenham Phoenix, a team that I believe played our first in a friendly at the beginning of the season and stuffed us.
They played us that game. Yeah, they did stuff us. It's going to be a tough game. Cheltenham at top at table, very good team, but just looking for effort from my boys. Go up there, show some bottle, have it front up, have a good game. Result. We're not bothered about result. It's not a game that we're targeted to win at the start of the season. I just want to see effort, start building that momentum again that we had towards the end of Gloucester game, because we've got a tough game next week against Somerset, which is very winnable at the same time.
And against league leaders, have you got to go into the game with a particular game plan, a defensive game plan to start with?
Not really, no. That's not my game plan this weekend. Want to just see what we can do. Yeah. Just approach the game like it's an equal game, and we'll see what we do.
Great, and just before we go, I've got to ask you, Ben, we've got to talk about your shirt you got on.
Yeah.
I see it's a Wakefield 21. I thought it's a little bit of history behind this.
It's from the Magic Weekend. There was Marvel, the ISC, the company, do it in Australia. There's a certain round where they call the Marvel round where they do these customised shirts, and obviously Wakefield was one of them at the Magic Weekend. Obviously teams like Leeds Rhinos, Warrington Wolves all had their limited edition ones, and I managed to get this for my birthday, so it's getting a bit of use now.
I think next time we come and film here, the onus is going to be on you, Matt, to wear something yourself.
Yeah, I might wear my Leeds United shirt.
Wrong sport. Anyway, best of luck, guys, for the best of luck for the weekend.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.